И привет, а почему? О, все нормально. Доброго времени суток и добро пожаловать на стрим. Сегодня мы продолжаем играть в Hellblade Senua Sacrifice. Игра появись. Ладно. Давайте, кто здесь? Лерекс. Лерекс ушел, окей. Ребята, вы где? Это... Ладно, наверное, вы попозже подойдете. Пока продолжим. Oh my.
Touched you. Everyone could see it in the hollows of your eyes.
Так, точно. Мы на этом остановились в прошлый раз.
You ran from it, but brought it nearer. Led it to him. An endless suffering, worse than death. And you wanted to surrender, abandon and to find peace with the gods. No. The darkness won't allow it. So you will walk into the lair of the beast. Look it in the eye, and you will go to war. This is your mission. This is your quest. There is nothing else left.
Wow. Так, первый пошел. На тебе, на тебе. Ага. Теперь сразу двое, да? Вот так? Значит. Ай! Пропустил удар. Второй пропустил. Капец. Привет, Димон. Прости. Сейчас не могу ответить. У меня тут битва, а не на жизнь, а на смерть. Так. Вау! Ничего себе! Какой он сильный, блин. Так. Фух, я справилась. Блин, мы только начали играть, а у меня уже ладошки вспотели. Такая напряженная игра.
Every gate you open into darkness brings another challenge.
Лицу-то за что? Уай! Все, капец. Вставай! Вставай! Давай! Так. Ничего себе! Такого я не ожидала. Давай быстрее к нему. Бить, бить, бить. Я с ним справилась? Нифига себе. Так, их 3. Ага. Ай! Нет! Нет! Ау! О, там черт со щитом. Блин. Нет, нет, ты хитрый, не буду я так делать. Ух, блин. Вау. Меня аж трясет от волнения.
However you come to the gold-covered bridge that leads to hell, you may find it guarded by a giantess. She will ask your name, she will ask your lineage, she will ask your business. The Northmen tell of the warrior woman Brynhild, who leapt into fire and rode to hell to join her slain love Sigurd, and is challenged by the giantess.
Ага. Так, опять знаки. Угу.
The journey to Helheim is never a straight one. Each must find their own path. Align yourself to its secrets, and you will find yours.
Куда? Куда сосредоточься? Вот оно что. Ладно. Окей, один есть. Привет, Зувин. Да, я играю на ноутбуке. Привет, колесо сансары. Рада всех вас видеть. Так. Остался последний знак. Окей, а что там? Ух. Блин, эта штука уже до локтя почти дошла.
Hela possesses large dwelling places in Helheim. Tall are her walls, high are her gates. The name of her dish is hunger. Her knife is famine. On her threshold all will stumble. Her bed is called sick bed, and her bed hangings are called flames of a funeral pyre. They say she is easy to recognize, half black and half the color of flesh, and her face menacing and grim.
О, да, наверное, выглядит весьма угрожающе. А, началось.
It's coming.
That song again.
Is it?
It's Hela.
Yes, the source of the darkness. It's coming. This is your moment.
Нифига, она капец, она большая. Капец.
What are you doing? You're showing weakness. You're not a warrior. You're a
Она в
disgrace.
натуре огромная.
The gods will punish you for this. Pick up the sword. Pick it up. Fight the darkness. Fight it. Get up. Get up. Get up and fight.
Жесть. Жесть.
Stormy seas and lost souls. She's dreamt of this before. They say dreams are visions of our memories, thoughts and fears, as seen by our inner eye.
But what if each one of us is always dreaming, even when awake, and we only see what our inner eye creates for us?
Is this what hell is? A world shaped by Senua's nightmares. Maybe that's why people feared seeing the world through her eyes. Because if you believe that Senua's reality is
Привет, Семён. Добро пожаловать.
that yours might be too.
You failed the gods. You're pathetic. Rotten. Cursed. What were you thinking? Did you really think you could win? How stupid can you be?
О май.
Everyone that you? A warrior? Worthless, weak, pathetic. Go on, feel sorry for yourself, because there is no one left to do that for you.
What's that?
Take it. If you're too much of a coward to fight, then end the suffering.
А как мне теперь биться, если меча нет?
Unless, just like your sword.
Come on.
Стелс? Сейчас стелс будет. Ай! А.
Why go on when you give everything and face that which torments you, only to find that it is worse than you could have imagined? Why go on? Is it really so weak to ask this? Or are we just so afraid of the honest answer that we do not dare pose the question?
А, живая вообще?
Sometimes the answer lies in a memory,
А, жива. Окей.
a feeling, a song.
It's not real. It's a trick. It's not real. Listen to it.
Don't give up.
Dillian. It's
Not like this.
it's not real. It's a trick. Don't trust it. Maybe you're already dead.
Who are you?
Do you still believe in me, Senua?
No, it's
Enough.
it's a trick. It's a trick. He's already dead. He can't be here. It's impossible.
Come to me. Please.
The light. Go towards the light. It's him. There he is. It can't be him. It's just a trick. It's in your mind. No, he's here. It's in your mind. It's real. What's happening?
Ну ладно. Ой, как мы медленно бегаем. А чё, тебе плохо? Что с тобой? Животик болит. Животик болит.
There it is. It's Dillian. He's gone. He's gone. Slow. How could you keep going? How could you keep going? Ignore the pain. I told you it was to trick you. I told you. Where are you going? See, there's nothing to follow. Come on.
Капец, сколько кораблей. И все корабли викингов.
Before she first met him, she was not in a good place. Just a teenager, but not like the others. Barely functioning, she rarely left the house. Her father Zinbal made sure of that. Only occasionally did she venture out on her own, collecting firewood,
Да,
herbs,
у нее свой чат.
errands out in the Orkney Plains. That was her world. Like this one. Barren and lonely.
А. Так, там проход есть, но нам нужно туда. Там ничего нету? Не, ничего. А чё там? Опачки. Мамка.
Senua. There will be times that you will feel alone and exhausted, like a strange little fish swimming against the tides of the big ocean. But have the faith to let go and let the tide carry you away. Because the whole ocean is your home, and it does not ask you to swim against it.
It's already disappeared.
Nothing lives here, not even you. It's in your mind. You think you can see it, but it's in your mind. There he was.
Опять развилочка, да?
The lone
А,
figure
нет.
of a boy.
Swordplay under the shade of a tree. She remembers the first time she saw him. To her young eyes, he moved as if dancing, and the world danced with him. The gloom lifted.
Красивенько, кстати.
For the first time in years, she felt a ray of hope.
Опять какие-то ворота.
Death for Sigmund and his brothers seems certain. But the king's wife is Sigmund's sister, and she begs for mercy and implores the king to chain them up instead. He agrees. Not for mercy, though, but because he plans an even more cruel and lingering death. Chained to a tree in the forest that night, a she-wolf comes and devours one of Sigmund's brothers. She returns, ravenous, night after night, until only Sigmund is left. The next day, Sigmund's sister sends a servant with honey to smear on Sigmund's face. But to what end? Well, that night, when the she-wolf appears again,
И что случилось?
guess what happens?
Хочу узнать срочно. Ну блин! Не сказали. Пришли пчелки злые. Вместо волков. Так, сначала нужно к вратам подойти и узнать, какие знаки нам нужны.
The Northmen tell of a great hero. His name is Sigmund. His father's hall was built around a
Это
great tree. But one
эта
day,
чума называется
Odin
тьма,
comes and thrusts a sword
и
into the tree,
каждый раз,
a gift
когда
he
она
never
умирает,
Then he tried.
тьма
The sword
продвигается все
becomes
дальше по руке,
Sigmund's touch.
и когда
His
тьма
brother,
доберется
King
до ее
Sigurd,
головы,
wants
она умрет,
But
и
Sigmund
весь
refuses it.
прогресс мой
So King
сбросится.
Sigurd plots revenge. He invites Sigmund and his brothers to a feast, but when they arrive, they are met with an
Но
army.
прикол в том, то,
of
что я еще ни один раз
King
не умерла.
Sigurd captures Sigmund and his brothers,
В смысле, умирала
steals his coveted
только
sword,
задумана разработчиками, строго в катсценах. Вот, и эта хрень, да, все дальше и дальше расползлась. А, вот оно как. Все-таки нужно к дереву. Ладно. Почти как Dark Souls, да? Собственно, поэтому у меня потеют ладошки, когда я играю в эту игру. Потому что я очень сильно нервничаю. Потому что я умру. Да, вот спроси их, эти оставшиеся 200 человек, где они? Так, а тут ничего нет. А. Опа. Их так напихали скрытно.
As the she-wolf licks the sweet honey from Sigmund's face,
О,
he
продолжение.
bites the wolf's tongue. The she-wolf pulls away, but Sigmund holds on.
Класс.
The
Укусил
chains
волчицу
break,
за язык.
and he is free. After his escape, Sigmund lives like us, hidden in the forest. His enemy, King Siggeir, believing him dead, as his sister plots revenge. And for vengeance to succeed, even the great Sigmund needs help. So she sends her sons to him. But their blood is weak and corrupted, and they're put to death by Sigmund. So his sister hatches a new plan, one that is cold of heart and pure of blood.
Опять.
Day after day, watching from afar, she mimicked him, perfecting her own secret dance, wishing those fleeting moments of light would
Ух
stretch
ты,
out
как
to
светло
last.
стало.
It's an illusion. It's not real. Siegfried, you want to
А-а-а!
You're deluded. Where are you going? Where
Ну
is
хоть
she
что-то
going?
приятное показать.
What is she following? You can't even fight. It's just deception.
How does he so effortlessly court the world and bliss? If only she could do the same. See the world through eyes anew and dance with it, just like he does.
Ну да. Викинги, они же любили устраивать набеги. Вот, так что, да, неудивительно то, что там столько кораблей.
What's your name?
Senua.
I haven't seen you before.
I don't leave home much.
Oh, Zeno's daughter.
I have to go.
Wait. Who taught you to fight like that?
No one.
No one.
Well, I watched you, and
You learnt all of that from watching me? You should become a warrior, you know.
me?
I'm Dillian. I'm here for the warrior trials.
А чё так тихо?
Come and watch. And bring your sword.
You can't put it into words. That moment when you look into the eyes of the one who is supposed to reassure you, make you feel safe. It only takes an instant. Fear swallows you before you have a chance to make sense of it. And darkness becomes a part of who you are.
Это скорее были ее воспоминания об их первой встрече.
The day the Northmen took him from her. Senua knows that there's no going back to how things were. That there's nothing to go back to at all. Stay still, stay quiet, hide, don't tell her.
Their gods can see into your mind. They will use this power to destroy you.
They won't stop me. I can still feel him.
Whatever's left of him, they will never let him go.
I'm not gonna let him rot here.
You're the one rotting here.
Leave me alone.
You will die here.
No.
And all your suffering will have been for nothing.
Shut up! Dillian? Is that you? I'll find you, my love. I promise.
Can you see him? You want to believe it. Is he not real? Is he there? You're alone in these mountains. Is that Dillian? Nothing lives here. You won't survive. You met him by the tree. She met him by the tree. Maybe it's a sign, the tree. What's he trying to tell you? He's waiting for you by the tree.
Застряла. Камушки, кстати, так выложены, похоже больше на зубы какого-то динозавра.
As Sigmund and Sinfjotli are being buried alive, Sigmund's sister throws an armful of straw into the grave mound. Hidden in the straw is Sigmund's sword, the gift of Odin. They cut their way out of the grave mound and set fire to Siggeir's hall. The king burns to death. Sigmund calls to his sister to come out so that she may live and be honored. She does come out, but only to tell him the truth. That she had slept with him, her brother, to get a strong avenger. I am not fit to live, she says, and walks back into the fire. Strike vengeance from your heart, Senua, as there is always a heavy price to pay.
Да, вот это мутки, конечно.
And here is the end of Sigmund's story. He was a fierce and great warrior who fought many battles. But one day, an old man came onto the battlefield. Although shadowed by a hood, Sigmund saw that he only had one eye.
О, это Один, к нему явился Один.
And Sigmund struck at it with his sword, but the sword shattered into pieces. Sigmund then knew that this was Odin, and thus that victory could not be his. He bowed his head and accepted his end.
Да.
Dying, he tells his wife that she is with child, and that her son will one day make a great weapon out of the fragments of his sword. The sword named Gram.
Ну, знаешь, для кого как. Я считаю, что у меня длинные волосы, потому что обычно я все-таки ношу короткие стрижки. Вот. Так у меня сейчас длина волос ниже плеч, почти до лопаток доходит. А, мимо прошла. Так. Это меч. А.
What's happening?
Senua, imagine a sword that can slay gods. Its name is Gramr. It was forged by the god of all Northmen, Odin, and gifted to Sigmund, a great warrior.
I need this sword. It's important. Can you help me?
The sword appears whole, but it is an illusion. It shattered into shards long ago. It is said a great warrior can reforge Gramr.
О, это
by
меч
answering
Грам.
the trials of Odin, one for each shard. The roots of the tree of death will take you to new lands,
Ага, будем
where you will face
собирать обломки
trials.
меча. Окей.
Go to the shard.
Go to the shard.
What's the shard? Find it.
It's the metal runestones.
It's in front of you.
Ну, погнали, чё.
Metal. The runes.
Where is it?
Find it. There it is. Focus. There's the shard. Focus. Focus. Use your eyes. Look.
Get closer.
What can you see?
A king in the north forced the dwarves to make a sword that would never fail and never rust, and that would slice through iron and stone and bring victory to its bearer. But the angry dwarves cursed it. It would be the death of a man every time it was drawn, and it would be the death of the king. Let me tell you about the sword Tyrving.
I don't recognize this place. Where are we? Where is she?
It feels wrong. Where are we now? Burial mound. So strange that we go to such lengths to bury death. Some things are
Ага,
very
ну, понятно.
ordinary,
Так и знала, что сюда запихнули.
inevitable. It's as if we conspire to hide death because we have no answer for it. But when it comes and forces itself onto our friends or loved ones, then comes the reckoning.
She's a wild, willful child who teaches herself to fight with weapons. When she learns where her father is buried, her only desire is to reclaim the treasure buried with him, but above all, the sword, Tyrving.
Окей. Тюрфинг. Это что? Это на что это похоже? На птицу на какую-то? Что это за птица? Похоже на курган. Возможно, он и есть.
Don't go in there. Go in. You have to go in. Take the torch. It's too dark.
Блин, ничего не видно.
I'm here for the trials. Like when we first met, remember?
There he is. There he is. Dillian, there he is. Finally.
You found him. What's wrong? What happened? Can you hear me?
Развалился в пыль.
Just wait there. I'll find you.
This is your mission. Find him. You have to use everything you have and find him. Get him back. He was just there. How could you lose him? How could she lose him? How could she? Find him.
I'll find him.
Куда бы пойти?
What's that? Did you hear that? Nothing.
Не туда?
Was that voices? Was that his? I saw the voices.
Сюда?
Not Dillian.
Dillian's calling to you. Can you hear him?
Where is he? He sounds like he's getting further away. Have you lost him? You're going the wrong way.
Нет, она сама его ищет.
Where are you? Turn left. Turn right. Over this way. What was that? This way. Follow this way. Nothing.
Ну, кстати, иногда они говорят отдельные вещи. Ну, помогают. Например, во время боя, если за мной кто-то есть, какой-нибудь враг, мне говорят, отойди, там, тебя сейчас побьют и все такое.
and would be the bane of her family.
Осторожно.
But he relents and brings her the sword. She leaves the island with it, but the curse holds true, and death would follow in the years to come. And so, Senua, the misdeeds of a father have cursed his daughter.
Так, она таки не туда пошла. Мне сказали пойти налево. 3 голоса.
Don't touch the walls.
You don't know what they might do.
Turn back.
She has to keep going.
It's not safe here.
She has to keep going.
Go down there. No one can save you.
Там факел загорелся.
I can hear him.
Herver disguises herself as a man to join a band of warriors, and soon becomes their leader. When they come to the island where her father is buried, her men do not want to go ashore. They say that evil haunts the island, and that it is a worse place by day than other places are by night. Fearless, she lands alone. There are many grave mounds, and all of them have ghostly flames burning over them. She comes to the grave mound of her father after passing through these ghostly fires, as though they were mist. The flames I passed through were real enough. Damn the Northmen to hell.
The voice is getting louder. Listen.
Dillian. Listen, listen, listen. It's him. Listen. It's getting louder. There he is.
Да, действительно громче
Keep going.
становится.
Follow the voice.
You're nearly there.
Dillian's voice.
Is he? He's going to save you.
Find the voice.
Find him.
Окей.
It's not him. It's not him. We told you. We told you it was a trick.
Так, нам сюда. Да, он становится все громче и громче.
That voice doesn't sound like Dillian. What's happening?
Quiet. He wants me to find him. I'm lost without him.
Что происходит? Почему все плывет?
Sounds like something dangerous.
That voice. It's not Dillian.
А, о май, что это за рычание? М,
Dillian wants me to face my fears.
И что мне нужно сделать? Ну, я как бы пришла. А, окей, открыть дверь. Почему я об этом не подумала? Мне показалось, она закрытая. Ай!
Father? I'm leaving. I've decided. I think it will be good for me.
It's the darkness. It's speaking through
No,
you.
Dad, it's me. I think I can beat it. In my own way.
I can see the darkness in your eyes, child.
I met a boy.
Boy.
The chief said.
No.
He said he could help me.
It's a trick.
He said I could be normal.
Normal.
Yes.
No boy is going to save you. No one can. When they see the rot growing inside you,
Жесткий у него батя,
they will turn their
конечно.
back on you. The gods can only fix you through my hand. You're going nowhere.
No.
You will not defy the gods.
А! Домашнее насилие.
Come, child, take my hand. Come. Senua.
I am leaving.
You cannot escape the darkness. Your curse will make everyone suffer. You will have blood on your hands!
Так, а типа мы взяли кусочек меча или чё?
It's done. You did it, but there's more. There's more. You're tired, but you have to keep going. There's still more. There's always more to do. It's not going to be easy. You're getting tired. Can you do another one? It's too much. Have you got the energy? She hasn't got the energy. No. Too much to do.
I saw once a plague strike northern lands of ice. It was so terrible
А,
that not
так
the
значит, у
oldest
нее,
man
видимо,
among us could
все-таки
remember
чума
her life.
на руке, точно.
Hundreds died. The sickness took nearly every person younger than 40 and many older. And where dying mothers gave birth, the marks of the plague were on the babes as they came out of the womb.
Where are we? I don't like it. This place feels...
What is this place?
It's creepy. It feels wrong. It feels strange. Where is it? Where are we? Turn back. There he is. There he is. The light. We'll go towards it. He's in the house. He's going in. He's disappearing. Follow him. Don't let him disappear.
Болото какое-то.
It's a test. Like the old warrior trials. Dillian will help me. The stench of rot. She can almost taste it. Do you smell it?
Да, видимо, ты был прав.
Don't worry, not everyone can. It was one spring day when she went to the river with Dillian and the others. But the water, she could taste the rot. But no one else could. She knew something was wrong, something sinister. She begged them to leave, but they just laughed at her. But soon enough, as the bodies piled up, no one was laughing.
Ага, опять надо починить мост.
And they knew that she was not like them.
To the house. You have to find Dillian.
The Northmen speak of a death moon, a light shaped like a half moon that appears inside a house and goes around the walls. I once saw the death moon appear at a farm, and first the shepherd died, then a guest died, and then the farm hands, and then the farmer and 6 of his men drowned at sea. But that is not the end of it, because the dead return to haunt the living. If you see the death moon, then beware, because there will be death in that house.
Up the tower. The tower. How do you get to the tower? Find a way. The ladder is broken. You did it. She did it. It's not done yet. Just a small piece of the puzzle.
Ага.
You found a way to climb the tower. The ladder. Quick. What now? You can see it. A line to the truth. The bridge. She did it. You fixed the bridge. You fixed it. You passed the trial. Get to the house. You succeeded.
А, ты чё? Давай спускайся.
Now you have to find him. Quick, get to the house. Get to the house and finish this trial. It doesn't finish until you get to the house. Before he disappears, Senua. You have to get in.
Ой, там куча трупов. И здесь куча трупов.
Senua! Come to me. Where are you?
I'm here! I'm right here!
Are you in there?
Find him.
Come out.
You have to find him. The room is. It's close. It's close. Move away. Senua, move away. It is. Towards it. Run. Two more.
Так.
Where are they? Where are you?
А! О май!
You came through the wrong door. How are you going to fight? Where's your sword? Defend yourself. What is that creature? You can't defend yourself. It's Dillian. Find the creature. Where's Dillian? Where are we? It's not safe. I feel unsafe. Where is it? I'm not safe. You're dying. You're lost. You're dying. This is what death feels like.
Быстрее!
To find one Johnson. Find the other Senua.
А!
Where is he? What should I do? The light. Go towards the
Быстрее!
You've got them. Where's the door?
Нет! Я умерла! Блин! Это первый раз, когда я умерла. Чёрт, и всё заново. Они меня сожгли, гады.
There it is. It's close. It's close. Move away. Senua, move away. You'll die. Run. Run now.
Ай!
Save here. Run. Senua. You don't run. Your sword. You came through the wrong door. How are you going to fight? Where's your sword? Where are you?
Так.
Where are we? It's not safe. I feel unsafe. Where is it? I'm not safe.
Да блин, куда ты бежишь?
It feels like.
Ёлки-палки. Так, окей. И последнего в противоположном конце.
I can't find you.
Так, эта штука приближается. Быстрее! Иди отсюда! А! Стоп, а что с моей... все, да, все нормально с рукой. Все как обычно. Ну, да, почти до локтя дошла.
Senua! Senua! What happened?
They're blaming me for the plague. They say that I'm cursed. What if they're right?
How would they know such a thing? Are they gods? None of us are. They're just people. Good people, but they're scared. They're afraid of what they can't see. Like children scared of the dark. They make up stories to fill the void. That doesn't make them true.
What if my father was right?
You have to step out of this darkness. Let them see who you really are, like I have. You're not a monster.
Понятно. Жесть.
Without you, this darkness has made me a monster.
What if this is pointless? What if you're wrong? What if this is nothing to do with the sword? What if we're wrong? The sword will never be yours. What if this is the end? It's just a trick. It's just a pointless test. You've been fooled before, you could be fooled again. You don't know. It's just their game for you. You never know which way it's going to go.
I want to tell you a story about a god of the Northmen called Balder. The second son of Odin. He was beautiful, good and wise. He was fair of feature, he spoke fair words, he gave fair judgments. Light shone from him. Only good things were told of him. Yet he was the first of the gods to die.
Блин, самый адекватный бог, и то несчастье его настигло. Это инди-слэшер вроде. Инди-хоррор-слэшер. Так это та штука, которую я видела. Да, вон дерево, а это вот эта вот башенка, которую я видела с берега. О, а тут поприятнее. Ну, не знаю, как вам, а мне страшно.
The Northmen tell this story about the death of Balder. It begins with dark dreams. Night after night, Balder dreams of his own death, and the gods fear for his life. So Balder's mother makes everything in the world: fire, water, iron, stone, earth, wood, beasts, birds, serpents, poison, sickness. Swear an oath not to harm her son. One by one, they each make their vow. Neither weapons nor wood will injure him, Balder's mother boasts.
Давай, Семен, тебе тоже удачи и хорошего дня или вечера.
You can feel it. You need the runes to fight Dillian. You need Dillian. He's waiting for you. He always said he... Open the gate. She can't. Open the gate. It's locked. Try harder. She can't. The gate. She can't. She can't. She will. She'll find it. She always finds it. Go through it. It's dangerous. Follow it. What's behind the gate? Where will it take you? It's not safe. Yes, he is. What are you waiting for? Quick, find a way. Find him. Go through before he disappears. Dillian, don't lose him.
Way too many times.
Where is he? Where's he gone?
We're in the wrong world.
He's not here. She's in the wrong world. He's not in this world. He's in the other one. He's in the other one. He's in the dark world. The dark. The dark world.
The world once seemed so simple. Black and white. Darkness and light. Narrow dividing lines of our own making. Dillian taught her to see further. To peek through the cracks and see the worlds of color stretching away from the gloom. And Senua explored new paths into the unknown.
Do you remember meeting him beneath the tree? Not in this world. Not in this.
Вот же знак-то, ну. Окей.
You've got it.
Why isn't he here?
He's gone.
He's in the dark world.
He's gone to the dark world. Dillian saved you from them. He's in the other world.
Ну, мы типа перемещаемся между мирами, и в каком-то из миров есть открытая дверь, в каком-то нет.
The only one that didn't mind the curse.
He loved her so much.
The gods feast and rejoice and amuse themselves by throwing spears and stones at Balder, striking at him with sword and axe. But he comes to no harm, whatever they do. The gods never cease to wonder at this great marvel. But Loki shapes himself into a woman and asks Balder's mother, "Is it really true that all things promise to keep him safe?" "I did not ask the mistletoe," Balder's mother confesses. "I thought it was too young." Oh dear.
Опа, вот она и проговорилась. Видимо, из-за вот этой оплошности он и погиб.
Dillian undoes the curse.
What does it feel like to feel a love so strong?
Стоп, я не поняла. Ну зачем мне открывать дверь? Он в другом мире, точно. Он в другом мире.
Look what happens to the things you love.
Окей.
There he is.
Where are you taking me?
He's up there. How do you get up there? There's a way. There is a way up there. You are guilty. She can do it. You're nearly there. Just find a way.
Loki makes a dart out of mistletoe and goes to the
Хитрый
gods as they
Лотик.
throw forth
Локик.
Balder.
Лотик.
The blind god, Huth, was there. Loki asks him why he wasn't taking part. Huth says, "I cannot see where Balder stands, and even if I could see him, I have no weapon." Loki replies,
Because he believed
"Here is a
in you.
wand. I will tell you where he stands." And Huth throws the mistletoe at Balder. It pierces through him, and to everyone's horror, Balder is killed. And for this,
Да, так я хорроры не люблю, потому что мне очень страшно, и меня это стресс. Вот, но так как у нас Spooky October, то я прохожу хорроры. О, челик лежит, не один.
the Northmen tell how the gods mourned Balder. His body was to be burnt on his ship, but they could not manage to push it into the sea, and sent for a giantess to do it. She comes riding a wolf and has vipers for her reins. She pushes Balder's ship into the sea with such force that the ground shakes and the rollers burst into flames. When Balder's wife sees his body carried onto the ship, her heart bursts with grief, and she dies. She's put next to her husband, and the pyre is lit, sending the dead to hell. But even so, the gods cannot accept his death.
Если она такая же страшная, как Outlast, то навряд ли.
Does it feel warm? Do you feel safe?
Dillian loves you.
Стоп, я к воротам-то подходила? Нет, я не подходила к воротам, я не знаю, какие нам знаки нужны.
Kill the things that are most precious to you.
Years had passed since she left her father. She trained hard alongside her friend, Dillian. She saw things no one else could. Patterns, shapes, movement. An intuition that made her an exceptional warrior. Friendship turned to love. But the shadow of darkness never let her go, and she was caught between two worlds. That of Zinbel and her past, and Dillian, her future.
What if they're all about wasting
Two realities tearing at her soul.
Привет, Паша.
she's doing? You're special. She thinks she is. They mean nothing. Being special. Waste of time. Could all be a waste of her time. What if the gods are just toying, playing? What if the gods are laughing at her? Messing with her. It would not be the first time.
Overcome with grief, the gods send Hermod to ride to Hell and ask Hela to let Balder return home. All the gods are weeping, he says. Are they? Asks Hela. We shall see if he is truly missed. If everything in the world will weep for him, he shall go back to the gods. But if even one thing refuses, Balder stays with me. The gods send messengers everywhere. Weep for Balder, weep him out of hell. And everything wept. Men, beasts, earth, stone, trees, metal, everything. Except for a giantess they find in a cave. Balder was never my friend, she says. Let hell keep what she has. The Northmen say that the giantess must have been Loki in disguise.
Ну да. Локи хитрый. Зараза. Так, и чё? Так, вернемся тогда в другой мир.
The way he touched you. You have no choice.
Ой, как сразу плохо это стало.
Wasting your time. You have no time for this. Speed up. These rooms you can trials to distract you within you. They set you up, and now they're going to watch you. What if these trials mean nothing? You're laughing at you. What if they take you no closer to Dillian? Dillian, and you're letting this get in the way. What if they are just to tire you out, to make you weak?
Так, у меня остался последний знак, получается. Вон он, зараза. Только перевернутый, отзеркаленный.
Darkness. What if this is pointless? What are you doing? Why did you think you could make this work?
The Northmen tell how the gods punished Loki for Baldur's death. They captured him and took him to a cave. They fetched his two sons. and turned one into a
Спасибо,
wolf,
спасибо
and he
большое.
ripped his brother apart.
Я
The gods used
знаю,
Loki's
что вы
own
всегда со
son's
мной.
entrails to tie him
Я
down,
верю в
and
это.
turned these bonds to iron, and dangled a poisonous serpent over his face, so that its venom would drip onto him. Each
Да.
time the venom drips onto Loki's face,
Вот тут
he writhes in agony.
сердечки.
The Northmen say that is the cause of earthquakes. A reminder, perhaps, that if even gods must accept death, then so must we.
Ага,
Does it feel warm? Do you
опять
feel
надо
safe?
вернуться.
Dillian loves you.
Нет, вот не хочу сюда возвращаться. Здесь плохо, а там хорошо.
Do you know? Was it worth it? You're still alive and Dillian's dead. He doesn't deserve to be dead. How does that make you feel? Do you know? Was it worth it? You're still alive and
Нет, там тоже разговаривают, но там говорят более приятные вещи, чем здесь.
He was kind. Dillian! Be very careful.
Dillian never much cared for the underworld and looked dimly upon the druids like her father. I
Не
guess he
падай,
took after
не
his
падай.
father, the chieftain who believed
Не
nothing
падай.
he couldn't see, and he happened to be blind. She felt safe in Dillian's arms, learned to see the world through his eyes. And
Не
slowly,
падай. Не
darkness
падай.
that had bound her so tightly began to unravel.
Нет.
You're going to fall, careful. No, she's not. She's not going to fall. She's strong. She's steady. She can do it. You can do it, Senua. No! No!
О, май. Да, призраком в ее голове.
You're
Your father cannot understand your darkness. He cannot see through your eyes. No one can. My own father was born blind. Doesn't have the faintest idea of what the night looks like. The word dark to him means as little as the word light. So someone is afraid of the dark. Should we fix them by taking away their sight? Would you give up the beautiful world that you, only you can see, just to be rid of your nightmares? Or is this the price you pay for the gift you have? A gift that makes you so special in my eyes. Just another part of the person I know.
Aww.
I left for the wilds to protect you from my darkness. Because I love you.
Этот мужчина ее мертвый парень.
I'm so sorry.
Killing you would be too easy. They're taking your memories to torture you. They're taking you from the inside. You're disappearing one memory at a time. Every time you remember, it disappears. They're going to take every
Так, нам осталось последний осколок добыть и все. И мы сможем взять меч.
They're eating you from the inside. They want to kill your soul. They want to crush it. They want your body. They want your soul. They want your
The
mind.
Northmen say that their all-father, Odin, gave his eye in exchange for a drink from Mimir's well, the well of wisdom. In blindness there can be wisdom. Only by giving can you receive in return. For this reason, I give my life and pass on my stories of the Northmen to you, Senua.
Только не опять семень, пожалуйста.
Who's there? Can you hear me? I'm right here. Can't you see me?
Help me.
Breathe slow.
It's the darkness.
Stay still. Empty your thoughts. Tell me
Так,
what
я
you
ничего не
feel.
слышу.
The breeze.
Good. Then there is a way out.
I can't tell where it comes from.
Yes, you can.
The others. The voices. They've gone.
I'm still here.
It's so quiet. So dark.
It's okay. Listen to your own breath.
Так, почему так тихо?
Feel it rise and fall. Good. Be aware of everything you hear and feel. Let your senses guide you.
I can't go on. Lillian?
Find a way. I'm not leaving you here.
А почему здесь есть огонь? Но, типа, я его не вижу. Не вижу света, нет света. Почему?
I think I'm somewhere else now. The breeze has gone.
Use all of your senses. Let the world speak to you. What do you hear?
I hear water.
Go to it.
I've reached the water.
Good. That's your way out. Follow it upstream.
So sorry. I thought I left us all behind.
Don't be sorry. It's not your fault.
He was right. It's inside of me. It won't let me go.
Senua, my father, he taught me the hardest battles are fought in the mind, not the soul. You're no coward. You proved that to me in the warrior trials. This is just another battle. You can beat it.
This isn't your battle. You don't have to help me.
I want to. Besides, you are going to be a great warrior one day. We need people like you.
I'll do my best.
I know what you're thinking. He's not
Как мне Dead by Daylight? Ну,
Seems there's no escaping the past in this place.
в принципе, неплохо, но
So she's
если на
forced to
постоянку играть, то, скорее всего, надоест быстро.
To what end?
Вот. То есть так иногда с друганами почилить вообще самое то. А не, постоянно играть надоест. Так, там свет, а там водопад. Куда идти? Водопад, наверное.
There's a water.
А,
Go on this way.
окей.
Then look for another way and tell me what you find.
There is a house. I don't know what's inside.
Don't be afraid.
Что?
There's something in here.
Do you see it?
No.
Then it cannot see you. Quietly move past it, one step at a time.
Куда мне идти-то? А что это вообще? Где оно? Я его не вижу. Окей, я его вижу. Омай, омай, омай. Оно меня чуть не сожрало.
It's not following me.
Leave it behind and keep moving forwards.
Ну да, и ДВД, и фасмофобия подойдут. В принципе, одинаково. Блин, там опять кто-то шарится. Блин. Почему их так много? Почему их так много? Вас одна, я много. Ну, блин. Все это закончилось.
I think I'm in a house. It stinks of death.
The darkness is testing you. But you are in control.
Oh my.
A well. There's a well.
Don't turn back. You're getting close.
По-моему, прыгать в колодец плохая идея. И опять здесь эти черти. Чьи-то ноги. Этот черт. Что это вообще такое?
Dillian, is that you? I can see a light.
Yes, I can see you too.
Я не кричу, потому что это не скримеры. Но это не значит то, что мне не страшно.
She could spend hours, days even, trapped within herself, in the dark.
You see me?
Yes.
Your eyes were open, but you were gone.
And when it finally let her go, she could be anywhere, with no memory of how she got there.
When it comes for me, I have no power over it.
But here, for the first time, someone was there to help.
But I heard your voice. You brought me back.
You found your own way back. All you needed was a little help. A little hope.
Да, игра прям насыщенная.
You've done it. The warrior trials. Go get the sword. You have to get the sword.
With grammar reforged, you will have Odin's blessing to walk, a goddess, into the halls of Helheim and challenge Hell.
Так, а вот теперь вам по ушам бьет, да?
As an equal.
So Dillian was helping me. And his sword will lead me to him.
Like when we first met.
Погнали вытаскивать меч.
Dillian gave her the strength to pass the warrior trials, and she saw a way out. To leave her past behind and become a warrior in Dillian's clan.
The soul is tainted by the gods
Да,
of darkness.
в книгу предложений.
He left it here. He wants me to take it.
You will pay a price for this.
But years
Oh my.
later, with Zinbel's parting words still haunting her, the darkness came back with a vengeance. A plague.
Dillian?
Everyone suffered.
My father was not supposed to die like this.
Do you see it clearly now, Senua? The suffering you've caused.
This is your fault. You brought this plague to us. You have blood on your hands.
Так совпало. Уа. Это что? Так, драться. О, я теперь джедай. А, окей. О, я такая синяя стала. А! О! Световой меч какой. Это руки. Это руки, блин. Это уже вторая игра в этом месяце. Где есть руки в стены.
Come not here in the sun. Come not with a sword. Come not crying over a naked corpse. Come not with disturbed mind.
О боже мой. Это кошмар. Это кошмар.
Do you hear the suffering, Senua? Does your precious gift of sight let you see the souls that rot here in this sea of corpses? Do you feel the blood running cold on your skin? Do you hear their endless cries? Do you smell their putrid wounds? They were once brothers, sisters, and loved ones. And look at what you have done to them. All because you were a coward, because you ran from your curse instead of facing it. When you turned your back on your father, Zinbel, you turned your back on the gods and let the darkness wreak havoc on your people. Why must they pay for your heresy?
О нет. Опять? Да сколько вас здесь? Ага. О май. Да, это похоже на одище.
She calls for you, Senua. Go to her. Answer her pitiful call.
Ужас. Вот мне кажется, после такого мне точно приснятся кошмары.
She too had a sight. She too doubted the gods and let the darkness infest her. But she didn't run. She escaped the only way she knew how. She gave her life to the gods. If only you had done the same, the world would have been spared this horror. It's not too late. She's calling for you. Why don't you join her?
Ай. Новый моб какой-то. Нет! Вставай! 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 А! Блин. Он его ударил. А то есть они все-таки могут сами себя ранить? Быстрее вставай! Нет, то, что я падаю, это не считается. Да, смерть. Смерть считается то, когда я уже прям точно умираю. Когда меня убивают. Уже когда я вот упала, и меня убивают. Ай! Вставай! Да ну нафиг! Тут еще босс заспавнился. Ау! Вот, да, здесь единственная проблема — это автотаргетинг. Не очень удобно. То есть я лучше бы сейчас поборолась с боссом, но мне... Но мне дают драться только вот с этим чуваком со щитом. Ай! Давай, давай. Нападай. Ай, да ты чё? Бьет он меня, блин. Так, это все? Да сколько можно? О, вот это я сейчас красиво отбила его. Красиво, красиво было. По красоте. Да блин! Да блин! Да блин. Фу. Давай, отходи. Понимаю, от такого надо отходить. Точнее, после такого надо отходить. Мне так точно. Пец.
I can't fight it anymore. Not on my own. Where are you, Mother? I want to be with you.
That night, she gave up on her world to follow in the footsteps of her mother. To go to a place where the darkness couldn't reach her.
Senua, look at me.
Do you hear them? They're calling for me.
We've lost so many. And I've lost my father. I can't lose you.
You said it. I have blood on my hands.
I didn't say that. You've done nothing wrong.
Symbol was right. Everyone will suffer.
Zimbel is a fake. He is a hateful, bitter liar. He's poison. And his words still haunt you. Who do you trust? Him? Or me? Do you still believe in me, Senua? In us? Come back to me. Please. Don't let this darkness come between us.
Да, и так тяжко, когда у тебя шизофрения, а когда еще и чума, и еще, не знаю, какой там год, медицина не развита, и вообще все плохо. Теперь у нас есть крутой меч. Это шикарно. Челики вернулись. И ты вернулся, и голоса вернулись, и вообще все шикарно.
Into the mountain. Can you see it? Shall we tell her where to go? It's not far. Go on, look up. Just up there. Listen to us. Shall we tell her to go? Shall we? Does she know which way to look? Does she know her way into the mountain? She's a good girl, isn't she? Look up. So clever. Did you miss us? Oh, she did. She did. Are you glad we're back? There's a door. You can do it. You can see it. Come on, Senua. Go away. I'm not listening.
Опа, и сразу все замолчали. Прикольно. Да не.
I will tell you of a great hero named Sigurd, son of Sigmund, no less. Born after his father's death, Sigurd is cared for by the dwarf Rain. But Rain does not love the boy. Instead, he plans to use him for his own ends. You see, Rain's father possessed a great treasure given to him by the gods. But Rain's brother, Fafnir, killed his father and took the gold all for himself. Fafnir hid the treasure out on a heath and could not leave it. And from the evil in his heart, he turned into a dark creature.
A dragon.
Дракона. Огось. Так, а у нас уже времечко. Да. Ну да, да. Ладно, ребятки, чё? а, Оставлю там еще для третьей части контентика. Спасибо всем, кто смотрели. Кто еще не подписался, подписывайся, друг, ставь лайк. У нас есть Discord, если ты желаешь пообщаться с нами, со мной, с своими подписчиками. Пожалуйста, добро пожаловать. Мы там играем в игры иногда. Да, еще раз всем спасибо. И да, спасибо. Увидимся на следующем стриме. 6 часов. Alan Wake. Всех жду. Давайте, целую, обнимаю. Пока-пока.